Right, because if you climb the mountain, what next?
Yes. Yes,
Right,
exactly.
right.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the only thing next to do is look for another mountain to climb, which is more complex or bigger.
Yes.
That's naturally the way that progressive people look at the world.
Mm.
It is, how does everything, how does technology work, right?
Mm.
It's like achieve this so that we can achieve the next thing, and
Yes.
it's a never-ending process. And
Yeah. Exactly.
and also, yeah, it's interesting that we as human beings we seek to, not everybody, but I think that there's a drive and curiosity in many people to seek to be better. And if you look back through history in terms of climbing mountains,
Mhm.
we all who wanted to be better looked for the next mountain and the next mountain until we climbed every mountain.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then we went back to the most difficult mountains and climbed them again. And then what? Well, then we looked to space, right? We looked to space and space stations and the moon and Mars, and other people looked to the bottom of the sea because that was even more difficult to get down there.
Yeah.
So um, it's absolutely essential that we want some level of growth and development in order to keep our brains working.
Mm.
Because if we don't have a new challenge, then um, the brain slows down. And look at what children have to go through in schools.
Mhm.
It's a constant. It should be a constant process of betterment. And each time they get to the top of one class or one year, they go to the next year, and
Mm.
they're back at the bottom again.
Well,
And so if kids can understand that and handle that, I think that adults need to go through a similar process. It's also interesting that you need to be front and center in people's visions. You need to
mm.
be seen by people. You need
Mm.
people to think about you when they think about the position.
Yes.
And that's quite a difficult thing to achieve, to be to be on other people's radars,
Yes.
especially in bigger companies, because there are many radars and there are many people, and everybody wants, say everybody, I guess most people, there'll be some that don't, but most people want to climb the ladder.
Mm.
Most people expect, there's an expectation uh, to move forward in one way or another, to get better benefits or higher pay or at least more responsibility, or
Mm.
if companies can't provide that, just a new job title at the end for people.